talk about our plans. And let's compare the plans. I have a plan to get startup businesses $50,000 tax deduction, to pursue their ambitions, their innovation, their ideas, their projects. I need to collect $6,000
Make sure you
to young families for the first year of your child's life to help you in that most critical stage of your child's development. I have a plan that is about allowing people to be able to pursue what has been fleeting in terms of the American dream by offering and help with down payment of $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. That's the kind of conversation, I believe, David, that people really want tonight, as opposed to a conversation that's constantly about belittling and name-calling. Let's turn the page.
Thank you. Let's turn the policy. Let's turn the policy. To defend the dream, she has a plan to confiscate everybody's goods.
Hi everyone and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is game 3 of the NBA Cup, a final group stage contest. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who is out for the evening.
Here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
You take a look at the Timberwolves. They've split their first 2 games in the NBA Cup. They have a 1-1 record in the group stage.
Yes, they're at 500, and in terms of the NBA Cup, their backs are against the wall. You have to win tonight to have any shot to advance.
And now talking about how things are going for the Rockets. A win and a loss in their first 2 Cup games. A win gets them over 500 in group play.
And honestly, BA, they have to win this game if they want any shot to advance. Considering they're the road team tonight, a victory won't be easy.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. We got Steven Adams. MP is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Jabari Smith. And it's Thompson in at small forward. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he could be.
And Stan, after they traded for Rudy Gobert, it took some time for the Wolves to gel.
It did, Brian. He's a unique player, and it's a process. But obviously, a 14-win improvement last season, they have found their identity as a defensive juggernaut.
Now here's VanVleet. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. A nice shot by MP.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Thompson pulls it in. VanVleet, the pass to MP. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Towns, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Takes a 3. He drops it from range.
Few bigs do it as well.
Hood Rich, what's up, boy?
Stretching the floor with his efficiency from range.
VanVleet, the pass to Adams. On the wing, Thompson. Now here's MP. Out to Thompson. Lets the three fly. Anthony
Shit,
Edwards
on this
down.
bitch grinding, man. We had a 63 overall, man. On this motherfucker grinding, man.
Conley looking for an opening. Reed a screen on Van Vliet. Van Vliet against Conley. Pass to Reed. From deep. It's hauled in by Houston. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year. Van Vliet outside. To the inside. MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, young guys rarely hesitate to throw it down when they can. MP is no exception.
Pass to Edwards. 1:56 left in the first. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And yep, it's good.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact and staying committed to his finish.
Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, BA. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Reed a screen on Thompson. McDaniels can't hit.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
That one drops for him. MP's got 8 points.
Oh, excellent hustle by MP. He deserved to be rewarded with the bucket for his effort.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Green's checked in for Thompson.
Shit, you been out there to that park in that rig? What that park in that rig do?
Here's Garza. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Pass to Dillingham. Four on the clock. To the left wing. Second shot opportunity.
Come on, man.
And there's a pick. The floater. Adams grabs the miss.
Okay.
By 3. Shot and
Everybody in the career mode.
Here's MP. The kick out to Van Vliet. Screen by MP. Fires the 3. Van Vliet misses.
Yeah, I done played all these games and shit. I think I probably got like one badge, bro. I ain't got no badges. This nigga shit so
Minnesota again missing.
far down.
MP getting it done for Houston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
They won't even let me go practice, nigga, because they say shit I ain't got no badges. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. Y'all coming up in here, man.
Thompson comes in for Brooks. MP's checked in for Green, and Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. Houston has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Conley and Ann are the 1 of the 2. Joe Ingles is out there with Naz Reid, and it's Garza in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Eason.
Come on, man.
Out to Thompson. Landale with a screen. And stolen by Edwards. Pass break, Minnesota.
We get a block.
Oh, a sensational slam by Amp. Wow.
This is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. MP finds Eason. Van Vliet against Conley. And
Look at this shit, dog. Second time, bro.
Over MP. Edwards can't hit.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it. Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Eason against Reed. Pass to Garza. And Grant, one thing we've seen so far with the NBA Cup tournament, it's been an absolute blast for the fans.
Yeah, B.A., it's the ideal way to make games more engaging. Fans love to brag about anything their team does. So in that regard, giving regular season games this extra spice has been a huge success.
And keeping us updated from the sideline.
Yeah, I'm going to have to change my shit to rookie, though. But, yeah, you know, that's how niggas do it, though, to get their badges, though. That's that old game.
It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it.
Yeah, put that bitch on Ricky, you'll get them badges quick than a
Most of his
motherfucker.
teammates value what he has to say, for sure. Now here's MP. He's got 10. Pass to Landale. Back to MP. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Ingles. Steven Adams checked in for Houston. There's a minute 26 left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. MP finds Adams. Back to MP. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Why that nigga didn't throw up with the
After this one,
motherfucking
they're at
ball?
home
That's
against Sacramento.
crazy.
It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Outside Conley. Here's Edwards. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Instead, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Inside. Deflects the pass. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. A slam dunk by Reed.
That's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
Pass to MP. And
this
stolen by
shit?
Edwards.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Adams with a screen on McDaniels. On the wing, MP. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Minnesota leading by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks, reporter. It's hard to say goodbye to your car. Calling 877 AutoNation makes it easy. We'll buy your car.
Thanks for tuning in.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high field goal percentage, and that's exactly what's happening here. Taking a peek now. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
That boy Corey King, what's up, G?
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
So the Houston 5 right now. Smith out there with Thompson. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's MP. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. Now here's Smith. MP makes his move. Oh, he trains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
Readiness is so important, and the moment he saw his opening, MP was ready to attack.
Conley against Van Vliet. Right side Edwards. Over MP. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Rockets trail. Smith finds Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Pass to Adams. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. Here's a peek at the current NBA Cup standings for you here in the middle of the group round.
And at this point, it's still very much a mystery who's going to make it all the way to that NBA Cup championship game. A lot of basketball left to play.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. And he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Adams high post. Edwards against MP. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Here's MP. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. Here's MP. MP, the flush.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plans.
Create jobs and all the things we talked about. She should leave right there, go down to that beautiful lighthouse.
Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The 2K leaderboard lights up with the league's top scoring teams. Fourth, the Timberwolves.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
Whether you like it or not. Germany tried that. And within 1 year,
here's Towns. Pass to Ingles. Outside Reed.
We're not ready for it. We can't stop.
It's Edwards on the wing.
For the sake of bad vision. I just asked one
Reed against Adams. Shot clock at 5. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Timberwolves. Here to start, they're on solid ground, standing 6th in the conference. And, of course, Houston, back 10 games.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've looked rock solid this season. They just need to stay on target and prepare for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team can take it to another level if they get rolling.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Them motherfuckers ain't say shit.
First one falls.
Well, the leadership and steadiness Mike Conley brings to his team can't be overstated. A true locker room leader and a vet who sets a great
That was a weak-ass debate.
They had it all.
He's perfect from the line this time.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Smith outside for the tie. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists here tonight.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
Now here's Conley making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Houston.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Smith. He's got 5. Driving to the basket. Oh, that dunk by Smith.
And it looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Now here's Conley. Towns passes to Conley. Outside, Ingles. Conley against Van Vliet. And there's Conley. That one's good. And the assist by Ingles. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Here's Van Vliet. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Towns, and off the glass. That one's good. Towns has got 5.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Towns against Smith to the middle. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now.
Blocked. And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
Towns can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Smith passes to Van Vliet. MP no good. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. There's the 3. The shot no good. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Timberwolves ahead.
And in contrast, Harris, who again...
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect.
Because the Harris campaign feels very good. They feel they had a very strong message. She wasn't committed. She did look presidential, and she was able to, to hold down on the Congress for his actions. But it was excellent move on him.
Both teams changing it up here.
Under the legislature, and they kind of started to get that on abortion, where she was able really to blame down some directions.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Cat in at power forward with Reed at center. Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Van Vliet, the pass to MP. Thompson outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside Edwards. Reed sets a screen from the arc. Edwards can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
MP right through him.
Come on, goddamn.
MP. He's so hungry to own these big moments.
Outside Edwards. They set the pick. Back to Conley. Rebound by Van Vliet. Stolen by Conley.
Come on, man.
Get in off the glass. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
The Rockets call timeout.
Angry on the internet, and as you said, discussing, talking about things that are deeply concerning because they can really impact on the American public. He shouldn't be anywhere near the light. And what they're doing is that if it looks so dangerous, it reminds you of what you've been in your life. That was just a big fight. Contrast that. They can prepare. I think you can see what happened tonight. The keep pushing forward. That's the way the country wants to see our politics be. She made it out clearly. Donald Trump brought nothing. Anger, resentment.
Jalen Green, he's checked in for Van Vliet. Rockets trail by 3. MP right side. Green against Conley.
Green rising up and demonstrating how fearless he is. Green welcomes the chance to take important shots.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Green, a screen on MP. Lets it fly. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Edwards got 25 points.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
For the finish, Edwards on the attack in transition.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Screen by MP. Down low.
Man, come on, dog.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Conley. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. And so MP will bring it up for Houston. And 1:01 left in the game. 11 feet out, and it's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And what a huge moment right there. Smith connecting on a big-time shot.
Edwards. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Oh, my God. Pass to Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
Edwards brings so much power to his game inside.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Green for 3. Downs with a rebound. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. McDaniels with it. Now Thompson defending. McDaniels, a screen on Green. And that one's good from Conley.
Look, Conley's run pick and roll 8 million times. Knows when to pass it, knows when to keep it.
Has been crystal clear, and now the fact that people can't afford groceries and housing because of Kamala Harris's policies. This election is actually quite simple, and
so we see the Timberwolves get the win here, and they picked up their 2nd win in the group stage of the NBA Cup.
Well, that moves them to...
This debate didn't talk nearly enough about the fact that Americans are struggling because they can't afford groceries, they can't afford housing, and a lot of their kids are dying of fentanyl overdoses because Kamala Harris has let the Mexican drug cartels take over the southern border. This led to stories of what's going on in our country, John, and we could do so much better if we just had better leadership. We've got the best workers, the most beautiful country, the best natural resources, but
Congrats
Kamala
to MP on
Harris's
his
leadership
first
is squandering the great benefits of this country. It's why we've got to get back to Donald Trump's leadership.
Senator, by the way, I asked because he hadn't been crystal clear and he said something different than what you said. That's why I was seeking clarification. But let me ask you about this just very quickly. I heard Donald Trump before this debate describe Kamala Harris as, I'll just read a few of them, a low IQ individual, somebody who doesn't have the mental capacity to be president, really dumb, unable to put 2 sentences together. Is that what you saw on the stage tonight?
John, what I saw was a lot of slogans. I think the American people are smart, and Kamala Harris talks to them like they're children. She repeats these ridiculous platitudes where if you actually think about what she said, you realize that it doesn't make any sense. She talks a lot about her plans, but then her plans, when you analyze the substance, don't make any sense. And more importantly, John, the American people don't get fed on plans. She's been the vice president for 3.5 years. What she can't do, refuses to do, and has no ability to do is say, I accomplished lower prices.
Oh, shit.
Or I accomplished lower housing prices because she didn't.
That shit right there was too goddamn funny, man.
She is handled as vice president, and the fundamental question is, do we want to give her a promotion? I think the answer has to be no, John.
All right, Senator Vance, thank you for joining us, Mary.
One thing both sides can agree on, this was a consequential night. They bring more action when we come back. David.
Next, it's tracking a hurricane in the Gulf.
We have an update on Francine and the potential impacts we could see on the coast. Plus, skeletal remains discovered during the search for a missing woman. We've got the latest from investigators at 10. Only from SimpliSafe. 24/7 lifeguard protection. This exclusive technology allows SimpliSafe agents to help stop crime in real time. Stop. Police are on their way. For instant intruder deterrence and faster police response. There's no safe. Like SimpliSafe. University of Maryland Global Campus is a school for real life. One that values the successes you've already achieved. Earn up to 90 undergraduate credits for relevant experience. And get the support you need from your first day to graduation day and beyond. What will your next success be? That triple position is keeping you
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game.
Common side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, may cause kidney problems.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. All right, Greg, here we are on the day before Thanksgiving, a very special time of the year. Any favorite Thanksgiving traditions or foods for you or your family?
Oh, Kevin, I'm a sweet potato pie lover, but I tell you, man, I love it all. I can't wait.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. We've got Amen Thompson, MP out there with Green, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Smith in at the power forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Green with the 3, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. They get the rebound. Here's Smith, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Maxey passes to Yabusele. Gordon kicks to Yabusele. Down low. And it's George finishing it off.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Pass to Adams. Outside, Green. Adams sets the pick for Green. Sinks the three-pointer.
When you try to check Green in pick-and-roll action, you've got to stop him first.
Green's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Here's Yabusele. On the wing, George. He's covered by Thompson. George against Thompson. From 17 feet out. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Maxey against MP. Pass to Smith. Lets it go with a three. Out to Thompson. Adams sets the pick for Thompson. MP looking around. Smith fires from way outside. Smith missing again.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Man.
Trains it from behind the arc.
She full of shit. She say the best goddamn debate she's seen in her life.
Now the first timeout call here for the Rockets.
Y'all hit that like button, man, while y'all come up in here,
Here's a
man.
chance to compare early returns. You look at Golden State. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And checking out these Rockets, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
Houston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And it's George missing. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by
shit.
one. Scores off the crossover. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, I unsubscribed from my ass. So I don't even know when she go live if she do go live. I ain't going over there watching that shit.
Here's Gordon. Drops in the layup for two.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Screen by Adams. Inside. It's picked off. George with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And Paul George good for three. George has got his second basket of the game.
I think one of Paul George's best shots is his pull-up jump shot. He's been destroying defenses for years with that mid-range pull-up.
And Thompson kicks to Green. To the paint. There's the steal. Maxey looking it over. And the three off target. Rockets trail by 4. MP passes to Adams. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Kicks it out to Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Adams defending. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. The rebound by Steven Adams. Ball's knocked loose. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching.
One last building of him to end the night.
And for those of you just tuning in. You're making a change here. Council's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Jalen Green comes in for Brooks. And MP subbed in for Shepard.
Shit. I bet we is getting laughed at. Them two dumb motherfuckers out there arguing and shit.
Martin is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey.
Look at this shit right
then
there.
There's Lowry. And it's Council in its small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Jackson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Oh, shit, this goddamn debate, man. That shit was too goddamn funny.
Role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players.
That's what it's coming down to, goddamn it, shit. This shit gonna be fucked up out here for us, man.
Extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
DA thanks. He is rewarding their faith, and I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand.
They need to go and let Obama come back. At least he got a good conversation, goddamn it. At least that nigga got a good conversation, shit.
And he can't hit the second.
Both for the goddamn free throw.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Clippers. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Turning on the afterburners, Jackson zips right to the hoop.
Rockets trail by 4. MP outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit. And then on Tuesday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And for their matchup with the Magic, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
MP passes to Eason. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Outside Gordon. Maxey against Green. Outside Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Martin with a screen on MP. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Poke loose.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Paul George, he's checked in for the 76ers. And a switch here also for Houston. Adams checked in. Oubre finds Maxey. Back to Oubre. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to MP. Houston moving it around. Outside Green. 5 on the clock. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. From deep, George. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and scorching, torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Adams with the screen on Maxey. Out to Thompson from past the arc. The rebound by Paul George. Here's Adams. MP left side. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
First and fewest turnovers a game. And for their shooting numbers, not a strong suit for them this season. Top 20 in field goal percentage.
And to have the fewest turnovers in the league, I know that's a stat that would make any coach happy. Yabusele, he's checked in for Maxey. And a change for the Rockets. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. Pass to Bona. There's a good screen. And here's George for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. George has got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. The 76ers in second.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Green, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Green's got 5 now.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at
shit, I'm trying to get me some games in and shit. I got 1 point.
Much room to get his shot off either.
I'm get back to this.
Back to Gordon. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And here is MP. His last outing with 20 points. To the inside, Paul George with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. For 3, Oubre. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. MP with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. MP finds Smith. Kicks it out to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
Let's say the explosive moments in the debate. Nigga, that shit was weak.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, it's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down.
Still off on the nigga ass on this motherfucker.
Up and down as much.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
As the half went on, you could see they were forcing shots, rushing things. You have to stay patient.
All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. Okay, guys, Houston Moon wants... And that about wraps it up. And as the...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
So on the floor for Houston, Jabari Smith is out there with Amen Thompson. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's MP. And it's Green in at the 2. MP with a screen on Gordon. Kept alive. Out to Thompson. Adams sets the pick for Thompson. Here's MP. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Outside, Maxey. Back to George. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Here's Maxey. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Green deciding where to go with it. MP, and the dunk by MP.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's George, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, a nice show of strength that time from Paul George, absorbing the hit and still carving out space to get the shot to go down.
Timeout called the Rockets. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
That nigga Trunks have been going viral in that big dumb motherfucker.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Down low, here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
Shit, how I do that shit? What you mean, try that cheat code? How the fuck I do that?
2 of 3 to start the second half. To the left wing. The shot by George, wide open. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Houston moving the ball around. MP, no
man.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes it, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too. Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy's just fun to watch.
Pass to Yabusele. Outside, George. Clock at 4. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 18 points.
It's like what happened to them all.
He's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Thompson against George. And stolen by Maxey. Fast break, Philadelphia. Poked away and stolen by Thompson. And the wide open shot from Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Hey, them cheerleaders busted up like a motherfucker. I was looking at that shit early. Say, man, them cheerleaders used to be fine.
It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. With a tie, George with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
I'm
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with
what
the
he's
ball
supposed to do, what that motherfucker's supposed to do.
His fearlessness and confidence. Every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre is checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
The quick-footed, creative Max is so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And here's George for 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far. Pass to Thompson. Outside, Green. To the middle, and stolen by Maxey. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. The 3 from George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Adams sets the pick for Thompson.
Come on, dog.
Stolen by Maxey. And Thompson sends it back.
What's up, High?
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact. Thompson denying that shot.
The Rockets have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
So you can get free players.
Here's George.
That's a bet. That's a bet. I'm going to do
24.
it. I'm going to screenshot it.
Over Brooks. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. He's been a major threat from three-point range. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball.
Y'all hit that like button for me, man, when y'all come in here, man. Run them likes up, man.
Clearly, he's got something.
Say get some of them in trade. Yeah. I'm going to fuck with it for sure, for sure.
Check in from the sideline.
I done already screenshotted it.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. Now,
all eyes on the Gulf as we monitor Hurricane Francine.
Yeah, we're checking in with Chief Forecaster David Tillman for the latest update.
they kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Gordon out there with Maxey. Then it's Paul George. And it's Bona in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. MP, no good.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
George takes the contact, but good body control there.
So that's what they talking about.
And a closer look here.
Oh, they said that bitch supposed to be going to Louisiana.
And they've shown great focus.
They say we just probably just get some wind and shit.
Pressure on the ball and really disrupting.
We'll know tomorrow. We'll know in the morning.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Maxey against MP. Adams with the screen on Maxey. Pass to Adams.
Look at that shit.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. MP outside. Thompson in the corner. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. A shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. MP dishes to Smith. Adams right side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all.
So it should be the last one. I hope it don't knock the motherfucking lights out though, man. Nigga ain't trying to go through that shit. It take them hoes too long to fix that shit.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can
show them crank that generator.
The NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching, but I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers, and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years. Able to score from anywhere on the court.
Right.
Can hurt
Got
you.
a bunch of gas niggas sitting in the garage.
This game is only growing.
To the paint, here's Gordon. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making it easier for his teammates.
Yeah, they say they done hit Deshaun Watkins. Watkins with another lawsuit. God damn, them hoes fucking with that nigga now.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7.
You know, it's pretty clear. MP is a special, talented player with tremendous
I was
upside.
fucking with the homie, man. That nigga, man, goddamn, leave that nigga alone.
Philadelphia
ain't gonna let that nigga play no football.
Reach the fourth quarter. Maxey with it. Pass to George. Kicks it out to Maxey. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Yep, right through the net.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey
Well,
pulled
we
up in
can't
the
get no
mid-range
lead
for the
on this
bucket.
Timeout
motherfucker.
call.
Shit.
Rockets. And 101 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Green. Back to MP. Some solid defense from Maxey. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball.
Now, she said it's cold out there. Already. Damn.
Here's Yabusele. It's rebounded by Houston.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
For 3,
Oh, my
Smith.
goodness.
Paul George grabs the miss.
Yeah.
Diversified
I'm just saying, where you at?
scoring in
Like a
this one for him.
motherfucker.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
So the 76ers win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step of becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for...
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
to a Halloween. Yeah, I've been noticing, goddamn, every Halloween it's been like a little cold, man. Nah, you right about that. That Halloween, goddamn it. Make a nigga put on the jacket and shit out there, having them kids out there nose running like a motherfucker with them costumes on. Oh shit.
The former HPD officer is charged with the murder of Regina Nicholas and Dennis Tuck.
So that bitch a couple of months early then, huh? That bitch hit a couple of months early.
And predators crossing again and again. Colin Allred voted against deporting dangerous criminals and against securing our border. He supports the disastrous Biden-Harris border policies. Colin Allred wants more illegal immigration, but what we'll get are more criminals, more victims, more families torn apart.
You know what's brilliant?
I was down there about to buy some VC, y'all. Oh man, I'm damn about to get up off this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna play one more game. Tired of getting my motherfucking ass whooped.
You ready to give these fans what they paid for?
Get
ready to line it up tonight.
Wrist discovered. Masters 2-0. They force extra innings when Hector Neris can't handle a home run.
So I done did extra work and ain't no hurricane coming. I'm being fucked up.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder. Brent, how good does it feel as a player when your team really starts to hit its stride?
Well, it's just awesome, BA, when players understand their role and how locked in that you can be. And there's a whole other level to that when you know going into any NBA contest, whether or not you're going to win the game is dependent on what you do. And the opponent has no chance of taking that away from you. That's when you're a championship caliber team.
And one thing we've been keeping track of here, MP's not in my house declaration. He wants them to be the best home team in this league.
Yeah, and so far the results have not exactly been what MP or these fans had hoped for based on MP's promises. They wanted to be a truly dominant home team, but they've seemed like one of the easier road trip stops lately. But hey, plenty of games to play. MP can and needs to be a big part of helping his team turn their home record around starting tonight.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Shea and Caruso are the backcourt pair. Holmgren is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Dort in at the 3.
And Shea putting it on a string so hard to stay on top of him as a defender.
Last season, the Thunder became the youngest team in NBA history to clinch a #1 seed, Brent.
Yeah, how about that? The age average combined last year, 23.9 years of age. And most of their players not even close to their full potential. To have that kind of success and to share in that kind of story means that they have a big-time foundation to build upon, BA. Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high-percentage shots just like that.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Caruso outside.
See, you didn't go to work today, huh?
Pass to Dort. Wiggins outside, 11 feet out. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Some heads-up ball there from Dort.
For Houston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Green. Tipped. Five on the clock. MP is screen on Caruso. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. MP against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shit, nigga, I'm about to watch some movies on Prime. I done paid for stars and shit.
Adams with a screen on Caruso.
Come on, dog. Look at this shit, dog.
He goes up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Shouldering more and more of the offensive load. SGA understands that his teammates they depend on him to set them up too.
And now that we're into December, let's check in on the Rookie of the Year race. And this year's rookie class has been an exceptionally fun one to watch. So I'm sure fans want to know who's out in front. You look at MP, he has really come out of the gate hot with his debut season. Currently in the 3rd spot, but I could easily see him climbing the rankings.
He's gotten his rookie season off to a tremendous start. He deserves to be right up there near the top of the list.
I'm not going to be shocked if he's able to leapfrog the other 2 guys that are sitting in front of him right now. I think he certainly has just as much, if not more, talent than those other 2.
They have to figure out a way to lock down the ball and stop giving it away.
The shot by Dort, no good. Rockets trail by 4. To the paint. Dort to the steal. 3 on 3. And caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
This is an area where Lou Dort is trying to become more effective as a playmaker.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I did get a chance to speak with Houston's head coach. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside
and
hammering it home.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. It's Wiggins on the wing. Now here's Caruso. Green covering. Caruso, the pass to Dort. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Caruso misses. The Rockets trail. Down low. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Smith.
The defense was just all over him, but MP just too strong down there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, is that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years and is going to be considered that caliber of...
Nah, man, I think you're going to be good, man. I think you're going to be good, Anonymous, man. Just take your paperwork in there, and you're going to be good, man.
And MP subbed in for Thompson. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Caruso, he's checked in for Wiggins. Tari Eason is out there with Jock Landale. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's MP. And it's Green in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Pulls it. Here's MP. Joe grabs the miss.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Green covering. Caruso right side. Outside Joe. Hartenstein with a screen on MP. And the basket by Joe. Joe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's MP. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Inside.
Look at this shit.
By Gilgeous-Alexander. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Caruso misses. The Rockets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Offensive
Come
rebound.
on, bro.
Here's MP. Outside Eason. The
He's
3.
wide open for that goddamn layup, bro.
That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Caruso, pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy, and he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe, but he has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, well, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out, Brian.
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Wiggins finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great movement in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander so decisive in that kind of set.
Here's MP. can't connect from short range.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else.
Come on, man.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Timeout call, Houston. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish,
and they say they eating the pits.
Pass to Dort.
Oh, shit.
Now here's Holmgren. Back to Dort. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Here's MP. Holmgren with the block.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. It's Wiggins on the wing. Now Dort continuing to put up the points, averaging 14 per game. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. From undrafted to a key rotational player. Lou Dort's story is definitely
I'm glad she all right.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Dort, the pass to Wiggins. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And MP throws it down.
Punched home from MP there. The young man showing off the ups.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back.
That's how you know them goddamn jogs don't give a fuck about you. Cause shit, goddamn. You gotta stay at home and take care of your daughter.
Hey, everybody. Halftime is
She
upon us.
went through a season and
showing
shit.
a deficit for
The
the
jaw don't
In a
even
tight
give
game
a
like
fuck.
this,
They
free
just
throws
want
could
you
be
to
the
come to
difference. It
work.
would help if they could get some freebies.
Is that how you saw it when they would foul you? Freebies?
Nah, it was usually and one. Free throws were just a bonus.
Nah, real talk.
And now we get to check out the top performers. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
On the court for the Thunder, Shai and Caruso are the backcourt pair.
Look at this shit.
Aaron Wiggins out there with Chet Holmgren, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot.
Come on,
The shot's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to MP. Ooh, it's
Oh
stolen
my
by
fucking
Gilgeous-Alexander.
goodness, dog.
By himself. Look at Gilgeous-Alexander sprinting to the cup.
SGA able to slip out with that speed, escape up the court. From there, it's easy work.
Now here's Whitmore. Dort defending. To the middle. He
Look at this
swipes the
shit.
ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive
Man,
end.
I'm
You gotta
not
love
done
it.
with this stupid ass game. We might as well be a football goddamn game. Shit.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander.
Like a nigga throwing interceptions.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Whitmore. Back to MP. MP hammers it down.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. And it's in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
My motherfucking
And
last
some of the best
game.
high flyers in the
Get about this
NBA.
shit.
Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
And you look at Smith. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting. You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
Puts it up from 12. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
MP scanning the floor. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's go to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
It's good.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Smith finds MP. Back to Smith. Now MP, pounded by Wiggins. Kept alive.
Not his
They
best
can't even hit a
night,
fucking
and not the
layup, man.
team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wide open look. Smith with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. You've got to think he's kicking himself.
Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Looking to get it going. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line. And that one misses. Eason's checked in for Adams. He hits the second from the line.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Oklahoma City, right now 5th in the division, right in the middle. And of course the Rockets, pretty far behind right now.
Looking at Oklahoma City, I think we all expected that they'd start fast and play extremely well. Now, they've been solid, but most analysts expected more at this point.
Well, it's been an R&B start for them, very smooth. And for all the talk coming into the year that they were just going to run away and hide at the top of the standings, it's looking like it might be not so easy for them.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
MP finds Green. Oh, he cranks it in! Right on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Goodness.
I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Green. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points in just the second half. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Houston. That shot off. Good work defensively by Caruso. The three. It's not going to go for him. The Rockets have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. MP, the pass to Eason. And here's MP. Out to the right wing. Outside Eason. Back to MP. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And so
I'm so tired of this motherfucking game.
Good situation. Up by 13 points to close the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already...